Alright guys, since so many of you wanted to do Bloody Mary, the urban legend, the scary story, I figured I'd go ahead and take care of it for you and do one based upon the legend. I'm going to give you some background of where the story came from, and I'm actually going to complete the ritual itself. I'm sitting here in my bathroom right now. You probably can't see it behind me, but of course I have a zombie on the door behind me. I have Freddy Krueger in here. This is my bathroom. You all know that I'm weird to begin with, so why should I change it just for y'all? I'll be back in a few minutes to give you the history of Bloody Mary. Alright guys, this is the story of Bloody Mary. You see I have my iPad with me. I'm reading this information from Wikipedia. Now there are two variations of where the idea of Bloody Mary came from. First there was Bloody Mary Worth, and then there was actually Queen Mary the First, also called Bloody Mary. Now the whole idea of this story has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. The idea of Bloody Mary Worth was the fact that she was a child killer, and she killed a bunch of children, and she was eventually killed by a mob of people. And the reason they found out that she killed people, or killed her kids rather, or killed other people's kids, was the fact that she tried for years and years to have a child, and she wasn't able to. And as a result, she went crazy and she killed other kids. And calling her name in the mirror is supposed to bring her back, because you're messing with her about her dead babies. The other variation is, like I said, is actually Queen Mary the First. Give me just a second, let me pull up the information to read to you. Alright. Her life was marked with a number of miscarriages or false births. The rumors were the fact that she did it herself on purpose, that she didn't want kids, or that she was nuts. Well, undoubtedly, after having so many failed births, pregnancies, miscarriages, whatever you want to call them, she ended up going absolutely crazy. And they're saying she was so upset over the fact that she eventually died as a result of severe depression and insanity. And that, again, calling her name in a mirror late at night, you're bringing up the old feelings over the loss of her children. Now the idea of doing it in a mirror, which is what I'm doing right now, has this whole religious idea involving mirrors and darkness that was used to be performed on Halloween when you were calling ancient spirits. People would sit around using mirrors because they believed the mirror was, a way of contacting the soul of other people. Alright, now with any sort of folklore, all the details change. It can take place in any town, any city. Usually there's a graveyard or even a tombstone involved for the more detailed stuff. But the general idea is you sit in front of a mirror, which is what I'm doing right now, and you call the name of Bloody Mary in total darkness, or by candlelight, which is what I'm going to do, either 3 times or 13 times. If she does show up, she's supposed to come out of the mirror or behind you, and some of the stories I've read is she claws your eyes out, she rips your head off, she cuts your throat, she kills you, slap me upside my head, I don't know. But those are the many variations. In just a few minutes I'll be back with the actual ritual itself. Now you might be having a little trouble seeing me, but I'm sitting in my bathroom again now, sitting around candlelights. And I'm actually going to complete the actual ritual of saying Bloody Mary 3 times. And here we go. Now as you see, I'm going to look away from the camera and I'm going to look directly in the mirror when I say this. You're supposed to keep constant eye contact in the mirror at all times, looking at your reflection while you say it. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Now as you can see, nothing happened.